Yeah, hung fat. How many players have they made the highest paid at their position? I don't understand why now people are like they're always do players
I mean, it's
wrong.
gonna be 4. It's gonna be 4 with Bosa.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know that Jimmy was ever the highest paid at his position, but he was pretty close.
He was the highest per year at his position. I
Oh,
remember that.
and it was for like 2 weeks, right? And then
Yeah,
somebody else
yeah.
signed.
I
I
yeah,
think
I don't think it
Stafford
was.
signed like right after him with the
Yeah,
Lions, re-upped with the Lions.
yeah,
But yeah, they get it done. Now there's going to be some dummy years, and there's going to be some outs, and there's going to be this and this and that. But yeah, it's definitely a situation where they're going to pay Debo or whatever, and he's going to get that AAV, and he's going to look at it and be proud of himself. He's probably going to get a fat signing bonus. He's going to be able to take care of his family and do all that stuff that everybody wants to do. But it's they're going to get it done. So all this posturing and all this hand wringing about what Debo's doing and all this freaking out, it's pointless.
yep, yep. How's it going, Ty?
Now,
Thanks for
I will
tuning
say
in.
this. I would be worried if this stretches into the draft and all of a sudden we see like maybe they take Christian Watkins with the first pick that they have, right?
Yeah,
Because offensive line is a huge need. Like we still don't know if Alex Mack is coming back, which means that entire interior offensive line needs to be addressed. We probably need to replace Slim Mike, who's looking the slimmest he's ever looked. I don't know if you've all seen that picture that's going around, but he looks like a basketball player almost. He's so thin. There's a lot that they got to take care of on that line if they're going to protect Trey Lance, which I feel like you would want to do considering the capital you gave up and considering it's the most important position in football and considering the guy you're getting rid of, you're partially getting rid of because he couldn't stay healthy. So if we see something like a wide receiver super early, then maybe you look at it and you go, okay, well, maybe there's something here. But until that point, and even then, it's just like maybe they just want to do what Cincinnati did and what Miami did and get the guys that are familiar with the quarterback there for chemistry reasons.
yeah. So here's a question. Why wouldn't teams try to re-sign as soon as possible? The highest paid player at position only continues to become more expensive. Why would you say
part of it is the other things on the cap, right? How many needs does this team have? If you lock Debo up now before a certain amount of time, that changes the amount that you have going forward, whether that's to sign priority free agents after the draft, whether that's to sign dudes that get cut in the offseason. You have to decide if you're drafting players and you can afford to get rid of somebody that's taking up cap. You have to determine that too. There's a bunch of moving parts that at this point in the year, when free agency is still in effect and you got a bunch of guys out there. I mean, Tyrann Mathieu hasn't signed yet. There are guys out there, right, that you can look at. You have guys that are lesser quality free agents that you have to parse through. But maybe after the draft on these rookie deals, you get somebody you feel really good about, and then you release a guy that's making 1.5, and then that 1.5 goes back into the pool or however much for a Deebo Samuel extension and still allows you flexibility on your roster. And those are things that you need.
that makes sense? It makes a lot of sense.
And by the way, the difference between what's going on in April to what's going on in July is not going to be a huge difference. So,
okay. I like that. O-line worries, secondary looks better. Yeah, they need to address the offensive line still. I agree. Banks and Moore going to surprise us. I hope
sure
so.
hope so.
I hope so. Pause. I don't know if you guys already discussed it, but McGlinchey took a pick recently and he looks really skinny. Are you
Super
concerned?
skinny. Like he's not eating again.
Let me see if I can pull this up. Look at this man.
Golly, so skinny, bro.
Look at this man. This slim Mike right here.
Like, okay. I can't say it. That's I'm just saying that at 6'8", Mike shouldn't be the slimmest person in that picture.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And I'm a fat dude, so I don't feel that bad, but
he struggles to keep on mass. That really does. Cause I mean,
I feel like that's a lot of offensive linemen though. We've seen it a ton of times with like, was it Nick Hardwick with the Chargers, Joe Thomas from the Browns, even Joe Staley. I mean, look how lean Joe Staley got after he retired. So